I'm sorry, my bad. I should have known better. It really is just that, like, I'm an asshole, is what it is. That's really what it is. I suck, dude. I'm sorry. You guys watch this show, though. Fucking, you know I'm fucking asshole. Is this the night for the Death Stranding stream? No, but as soon as the second one drops on PC, I plan on playing it. Oh my god, I'm gonna play the shit out of that. It scream, it cry, it yell, all kinds of whatnot. No heater frogs after. No, tonight we're gonna talk about guitar shit probably for a little while. I think I have a couple other videos. I see what you said, Rich. You better fetch close, motherfucker. I expect it. Otherwise, I might think an actual Fed has gotten control of your account. I can't have that shit. I can't have Feds around here. I already have to talk to them on the phone all the time. That's how we recorded it. Anyways, I know why. Sorry, it's mainly because I'm moving around and whatnot. I'm a piece of shit. Again, god damn it. Turn the music up, we can still hear you. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Who the fuck cares about any of this? Here. Checky, inward, inward. There we go. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. None of this matters. I don't know, fucking, you know what? Kill this shit. Give the people their frogs. Oh, god damn it. Wrong screen. Hey, there's you guys. That's you guys on the screen. There's the Pepe! I do this every time during the intro. Every single night during the intro, this is me, like while I'm muted. You know, there's like a whole part of that song that none of you have heard because you've only heard the Pepe version. Fuck, what was the name of that song? Brody Quest. This is the actual song. And it's way funnier when you see this version because you see it's just a meme. Like, it's a joke on this fucking video. Nobody's ever heard this version or heard the whole song. Because the Pepe thing cuts it off like early and you don't get the best part of the song. Well, the best part of the song is, like, I'll tell you my favorite part of the song when it comes up. I love the stupid little lead. The whole lead is so great. Is there a Brody emoji? No, but there should be. Oh, I was being an idiot, and I forgot to tell you what it was. Yeah, see, usually it stops right there. Where's the fucking part? Am I missing it? That part. And that little synth right there, the little doo-doo-doo synth. Jay in chat said, I'm watching this as I prepare to squirt an enema into my sphincter. And that seems fitting. Yeah. Perfect. It's right up your alley. Ah. Here, get there. Sphincter here. I don't think it's abroad. They're watching this show. There's like one. There's like 3 women that watch this show. 4, now that I think about it. There's Mimi, FOMO, Renee, and fucking Carrie watches occasionally. And then Ice. There's 5 women that watch this show. Out of all of them that I'm aware of. There might be other women out there, but they're smart enough to not tell you fucking lot that they're women. Mainly because of the, stark advocation for rape. I don't feel so good. 5 women watch and they're all autistic. Yeah. Sometimes Jess Weg. Okay, 6. There's 6 women. 6 women. So before I get into fucking Alright, I know how to find this video. I'm retarded. I should have pulled this up. So here's this British dude, and he really doesn't like Jake Paul. I meant Logan Paul.
You cannot comment on his Twitter, bro.
Okay, where? I'm just gonna skip to the part that's relevant.
Logan Paul's Pokemon scam.
Logan Paul's Pokemon scam. Nobody cares. So, you know how Logan Paul, he set up that, he has a PSA 10 Illustrator Pikachu. Okay, and it's worth a shitload of money. It's the most expensive card in all of Pokemon collecting. It's like $10 million or some crazy shit. Is what people are expecting it to go for. He bought it for a couple million. And then he started another scam company. Which is like, he just fucking loves scam companies, dog. He keeps constantly starting companies that, like, that their business model is, it's literally like the same as fucking, like, it's the same, if not worse, than, like, MLMs or Ponzi schemes. So, he started this company called Liquid Assets, which is really funny because it was completely illiquid. You couldn't, like, get your money back on anything. Where you could buy fractional assets. What's fractional assets, you might say? Well, let's say I bought a Ferrari, like a Ferrari Enzo. Like a super duper fucking expensive car. And then I allowed you to purchase a share of that vehicle. And then you could own a Ferrari too. Like, you own a little part of a Ferrari, but you own a Ferrari now. But also, I'm only selling 49% so that I still have control over the asset and get to decide what happens with it and drive it every day. That's literally what the fuck this was. Logan Paul sold shares of his PSA 10 Illustrator card, so you could also own a piece of that card. And then he proceeded to put it on a gold chain and wear it to WWE events. I cannot make this shit up. And people put money in this. They made like $2 million. Oh yeah, he bought the card for $5 million. He sold 49% of the card because you can do that. Yeah, it's like a timeshare, but worse. Yeah, it's crazy. So he sold 49% of the card for $2 million. It claimed to be one of the co-founders of this company. Now he doesn't. Now he's never had any part with it. He was just like paid by the company. He definitely wasn't a co-owner or anything like that. Fucking, but whatever. So they sold $2 million worth of these shares. So he bought the card for $5 million, right? He sold 49% of it for $2 million. And then he purchased it back. See, one of the things with Liquid Marketplace was you were supposed to be able to have some sort of say in whether or not the assets got sold. There was supposed to be like, hey, people want to sell this thing. You can vote on whether or not it's going to sell. That didn't happen. The service went under. You couldn't even like log in or anything anymore. It was like a placeholder page. And then he bought it back from the company for $250,000. So essentially, he made like $1.75 million off of nothing. Just nothing. He started a website and made $1.75 million off of it. Now he's selling the card at an auction. It's expected to go for $2 million. It is diabolical, the level of scamming this motherfucker is getting away with, dog. It is fucking crazy. Crazy. And it's not gonna stop anytime soon. He sucked enough Trump dick to fucking make sure that the federal government doesn't fuck with him. If you're in a position of power, you should be complimenting Trump every day. Every day. Now he has claimed to make the people who bought into the card whole again, but see, what should have happened is that when the card got sold, out of that 10 million, he should have got 51%, and all the other people should have split the bag on whatever was left. And seeing as 2 million was sold, and it's expected to go for 10 mil, everybody who invested in this card should have made nearly 100% return on it. You know why? You know why? Fucking, he's fucking selling it so quick? He's in a couple lawsuits. And they could, take this fucking card from him. Also, he might have gotten word of some... Honestly, this timing is weird, and it almost feels like there's some federal shit going on behind the scenes, possibly, that he might be aware of. Anyways, this is what's even funnier about the card. It's not a PSA 10. See, back in the day, PSA is one of the companies you can send your cards to get them graded. PSA fucking sucks. In actual card collecting and fucking, like modern card collecting and modern graded card shit, nobody gives a shit about PSA. Because they suck. They've gotten way better. But depending on the year that your card was graded, they don't give a shit. Like, actual collectors and actual people who do this shit are going and, like, cracking their cases and getting their shit fucking regraded if it's too old, because fucking, nobody gives a shit about old grades. Because PSA was notorious back in the day for not giving a shit about Pokemon cards. They didn't give a fuck, dude. They didn't give a single fuck about the grades on these cards. And this card received a 9 multiple times. Multiple fucking times. See, the reason why old grades don't matter is because back in the day, people would get their 9s back, crack the case, send the card back, and get it graded again until it got a 10. Recently with them, but my cousin told me they're buying cards now, so they'll grade it as like a 6, buy it from you, then up the grade to a 10 when they sell it. Yeah, PSA is dog shit. Tag is what everybody uses now that's serious and, like, knows their shit, because, like, Tag takes, like, a crazy fucking high-red, like, microscope picture of the fucking card, and then they have, like, all the criteria listed, and they give you the exact stats on the card, and then they tell you exactly fucking why it got the grade that it did. Exactly fucking why. So, like, if it gets a 9, they'll have, like, multiple fucking scans of the card and shit and show you exactly what the imperfections and shit were. Like, they LiDAR scan cards and shit. Like, it's wild. And every Tag, case has a fucking QR code on it, and they store it in their database, and you can scan the QR code on the card and bring that page up. It's a public page. So, like, not only do they tell you exactly why it got the grade it did and post the pictures and, like, show everything with the fucking card and the date it was graded and blah, 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 blah. They show fucking everyone why it got the grade it did. It's all fucking public, and it doesn't, like, require your account to see it. It's just, there's the QR code, nigga. You can go exactly to the fucking link and see exactly why it's graded the way it was. So,
pictures of Logan Paul's PSA 10 Illustrator, one of multiple times it was a 9, long before it was used to scam anyone on Pokemon's Liquid Marketplace. Showing again more pictures of it on a pillow, on a bed, and up against a laptop screen. I mean, these pictures are obviously old. Rattle also tweeted out, not only was Logan Paul's PSA 10 Illustrator used to scam investors and users on Liquid Marketplace, it also shouldn't be a 10. It was graded a 9 several times previous to a slip up. It cost single single-digit dollars back then to regrade, and PSA didn't care about Pokemon at the time. Rattle shows even more zoomed-in pictures.
Yeah, it was like $9 to get your card graded back in the day. People would just keep sending them back.
Of the state of the card with the whitening on the top right again, on
Not
the top
a 10.
bottom right you can see a bit of whitening in the corners.
Not a
You know,
10.
it is not looking like a 10.
Not
and
a
if you don't know,
10.
PSA 9 you can just crack the case and resubmit, and what Rattle's saying is back in the day when PSA didn't really give a shit about Pokemon, these guys would constantly crack, resend because it costs fuck all money to do so, which is fucking crazy because it doesn't look like a true 10. It's being valued as a true 10 because it did once get graded a 10, however it got graded a 9.
I still have all my Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, etc. from back in the day. Thousands between me and my brother. I'm gonna start selling, but my brother wants to hold another couple decades. Okay, so honest advice on that. Your brother's advice should be heavily weighted because he's into card grading and shit like that. But this market is about to fucking pop. This is not gonna last forever. What I would do is try to find some data on prices and find your cards that have jumped in price the hardest. Like, I wouldn't even, like, it's not about how expensive they are. It's about how quickly they've, risen in price. Find those out of your shit and fucking keep those, and then you can sell off other shit. Because, like, a lot of cards have fluctuated. Like, this shit is not going to last, and I do believe the only thing that's going to, like, maintain value for a couple decades, like, that's a long fucking time, dog. You don't know what's going to happen with markets and shit. Like, people might just not fucking care. Like, I don't know. You might end up Beanie Babying yourself, dog. I would hold on to the shit that's risen in price the quickest. And if you need money, like if you actually need it, like sell some of the other shit. But I don't, like, you know, he's totally right. You should hold on to, like, you shouldn't sell all of it. But, you know, whatever. You should weigh his advice heavier than mine.
More times than a 10, and people just from looking at the golden auction without even knowing this background are being like, how is this fucking card a 10? There is another illustrated 10 from a different trading card company called Tag. It got a Tag 10. Someone tweeted off, there's only one 10 in the actual world, and it's not a PSA slab being grifted by Logan Paul and Golden, showing pictures of this 10 from Tag. And I mean, this card looks a lot cleaner, and the good thing about Tag is, and like, this is gonna sound like sponsored, it's
dump now before the AI bubble pops and millennials go bankrupt.
not. I just know this from, you know, looking into grading companies. They actually give you a full report on why the card got the grade it got. If you go on a website, you know, there's no real hiding from it. It'll tell you what the centering scored. It'll tell you the corners.
Also, sell all your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Nobody gives a shit about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Edges, you know, everything. With the naked eye, this card looks like it's better in condition than Logan Paul's one. I'm sorry, but it does. And
yeah, that's an actual 10.
This card looks like it's better in condition than Logan Paul's one. I'm sorry, but it does. And
oh, he doesn't know anything about it? No, then he's retarded. Like, fucking sell everything. Like, I'm sorry, but my personal advice is fucking sell everything. I was just saying he might know more than me and might have some better eye on things, and I'm not gonna fucking go against somebody who's fucking knows more. But if he's a retard and knows as much as I do, or there's a possibility I know more than him, sell all those fucking things, dude. This shit is not gonna last. I'm sorry, but eventually fucking, like, it's just not.
Logan Paul is going to hate hearing that or even having anyone know that. So make sure you like this video to let people know that there's actually a card that looks way more like a PSA 10 Illustrated Pikachu than the one Logan's flinging around, and also promise ownership to his fans only to screw them out of their money, which they still haven't got. And you know, Logan's prancing around the internet, you know.
Like, eventually what's going to happen is it's going to turn into a purely, like collector thing, and people are gonna get priced out, and then it's gonna lose fucking, like, people are just gonna stop buying them, dude. Like, it's not gonna stay this way. Like, they're eventually gonna start printing a lot more of shit. I don't know, maybe fucking, like, if they're old enough, they'll maintain value, but I don't know, dude. Nick Oreo cares about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Stop it. Fucking bring names up like that. There'll come a day where Pokemon just isn't a thing anymore. Honestly, we're lucky kids these days even give a shit about cardboard cards to begin with. They have tablets and millennials who have nostalgia, or in their 30s and 40s. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Pokemon is kind of headed towards a point where people are like, I don't know. Nintendo really doesn't know what people want with Pokemon. And like the last few games that have come out, people have been like, meh. So, I don't know, dude. Like, it's going to come to a point where people don't give a shit anymore. Everything collectible eventually does. Like, sports cards are different because fucking people still play the fucking sports and shit, you know, and they're never going away. Fucking Pokemon might. And honestly, like, Pokemon with scalpers and shit are already getting to a point where, like, nobody even plays Pokemon anymore. They can't even get cards to play it. Like, fucking, how are you gonna even play the fucking game? You can't teach kids to play it. You can't get fucking cards for it, dude. Like, baseball cards are almost worthless. All modern baseball cards, unless you've got some wild ass shit from back in the day, it's fucking worthless, dude. All of that shit is fucking worthless. Like, modern collecting is fucking worthless. It'll be like that eventually with fucking Pokemon cards, where it's like, there will be a handful of cards that are actually fucking worth something, and then the rest of them will just be fucking worthless, dude. Especially when people are just buying up stock and buying up stock and buying up stock and fucking, like, I mean, dude, with like Charizard and shit, like the most expensive card back in the day, the reason it was expensive wasn't because fucking, like, they were rare. That shit was not rare. You could fucking, like, anybody could buy a box and you were guaranteed a couple of them. And, like, you could get a box of Pokemon cards back in the day for fucking cheap as shit. Like, fucking, like, I knew fucking kids back in the day where they would get whole boxes of Pokemon cards all the fucking time. Like, it's, you know, it's because kids played with them and they got ruined. Now, where everything you pull out of a fucking, like, a box, all the fucking pools, fucking, all that there's so many of them out there, fucking, like, there's gonna be so many graded cards and so much shit, and people are grading all kinds of shit that's, like, fucking basically worthless. Like, it's, the market is going to get oversaturated. No matter fucking what. You can't fucking fight that demon. It will get oversaturated, And people will lose interest due to the fucking scalping and shit. And we'll it'll die off. Sell those fucking things. Sell them at the top, dog, while everybody's hot in the fucking collar for it. Did I have anything? Oh, yeah, actually, I did this. This is one of the dumbest articles I've ever seen. And it's from Polygon. Oh, hold on. You know what we need for this? I know what we need. Resident Evil. Perfect. Perfect. Do they have it without the rain, though? There we go. That's perfect. The other one was very close. I don't need rain. I played Resident Evil Requiem's terrible prequels, so you don't have to. A desiccated blast from the past. Now, right here on the fucking, for the article image, they're talking about Resident Evil Outbreak File 1 and 2. Two of the best games in the entire fucking series. If you missed out on the online, I'm sorry, you missed out on a magical time. Outbreak 1 and 2 were Capcom's first foray into online Resident Evil games, and they fucking nailed it. And then after that, they were just like, nah, let's just fuck the dog on this one. Let's fucking, like, come out with the dumbest, gayest shit ever. Actually, fucking that one with the where you played as the mastermind, that was actually okay. I liked that game. But it wasn't nearly as good as Outbreak. They had the perfect fucking formula for a Resident Evil, an online Resident Evil game, and they just won't fucking put it out. But right out of the bat, this writer is fucking retarded. Absolutely fucking retarded. Hey, idiot. It's not a prequel if it came out before it, you fucking idiot. A prequel is a fucking is a fucking story that is released after, that comes before chronologically the first story. It's not a prequel, you fucking idiot. Also, that's probably like it's a prequel. I'm just fucking I just want to yell at them. Fucking, I'm a card-carrying Resident Evil lore sicko. They're gonna prove that wrong in like 2 seconds. Or so I thought. When Capcom revealed Resident Evil Requiem, the chorus of "It's Alyssa Ashcroft from Resident Evil Outbreak" post that broke out on social media made me realize there was a whole chunk of Resi lore I had no idea about. See how they said Resi? That means they're a real fan. A janky multiplayer game that people love now despite hating it at the time. Nobody hated Resident Evil Outbreak. Everybody loved it. Nobody hated it. The complaint that Outbreak got was that nobody could play online because back on the PS2, not a lot of people were playing. Dog. Not a lot of people had their fucking PlayStations hooked up to the internet. You dickhead. Starring an ace reporter whose murder is the premise of Requiem, this, I thought, was a knowledge gap I absolutely had to address, and not just with fan wikis. It didn't star Alyssa Ashcroft. There was multiple characters. There was a shitload of characters, a lot of which have been referenced. Alyssa Ashcroft the most, because obviously they had a plan for the next couple games. Because 7 set up a lot of shit in 8. And 7 references Alyssa Ashcroft, so they kind of knew where they were going with things. The games are, in a word, awful. Time has not dulled the sharp edges of their bland levels and boring enemies. The levels are literally all places from Resident Evil lore. Like, what are you fucking talking about? The first one had you go down into the fucking lab, and it had like a couple, like, I don't remember the first one as much because I didn't play it as much. I played the second one a lot. The first one had you go down into a lab, or into the lab. But the second one, the levels were the RPD, the fucking zoo, which you didn't go to in fucking any Resident Evil, but it was not fucking bland. A sewer, a subway station, which was probably like the fucking scariest fucking Resident Evil level or area in fucking all of Resident Evil, to be honest with you. And like an abandoned hospital. Like and there was a hospital area in the first one too. This is retarded. And bland levels, fucking the Resident Evil 2 police station, or the police station in fucking Outbreak 2 is what they modeled the police station off of in fucking the remake of 2. And they even used, like, lore shit from that in retconned Resident Evil 2 with that shit. You're a fucking idiot. Also, all the enemies were the same enemies from fucking Resident Evil. Like, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. They just used the enemies from the other games. So if the enemies were bland in these games, then you're saying all of the enemies in Resident Evil are bland, you fucking idiot. And boring enemies, bro, fucking the zoo level in Outbreak 2 had you fighting a zombified elephant that chased you around the zoo. And, like, zombified lions and, like, fucking parrots and shit were the birds. This is retarded. But I got what I wanted and came away with a better understanding of Alyssa's background. No, you didn't. You didn't play this game. You didn't play these games. You repeated what people have said online about why they don't like the game. Because there isn't really much lore behind anybody in the games. Like, they don't go in depth on anybody's character. The only thing that you get from her background in Outbreak 1 and 2 is that she's a journalist. That's literally it. There is no deep understanding of a character, of any of the characters, because they were supposed to just be normal citizens in Resident Evil, like in Raccoon City. Bland levels. The setting was fucking Raccoon City in the Arklay Mountains, you cunt! As well as some potentially timely themes underneath all the psychological horror and Leon Kennedy-ness of Resident Evil Requiem. Cute. Outbreak starts with an impressively disturbing cutscene that gives you a rat's eye view of the crisis unfolding in Raccoon City. Mobs of infected are battling Umbrella agents underground in a super tyrant. Presumably the same one that fights... I swear to Christ. I swear to fucking Christ Almighty. This fucking stupid asshole did not even play the game. Has never played a Resident Evil game. Doesn't know anything that they're talking about. They just said that they were a Resident Evil lore aficionado. Do they have an HD version of this? Is this the best we got? Okay, it's remastered with AI machine learning. I don't care. Whatever. You want a fucking higher quality? Man, that's a lot of artifacts. I wonder if they give you a good shot of him. I'm just skipping. Hold on. That's not a super tyrant, you fucking idiot. That's William Birkin. That's fucking William Birkin. You called yourself a, what was it? What did they say? Hold on. They called themselves a card-carrying Resident Evil lore sicko. And called William Birkin a super tyrant. The same one that Leon fights later. You mean when it gets its claws? After it's been chasing him around for the whole fucking game as Mr. X? And then falls into fucking a pit of fucking molten fucking metal and comes out fucking mutated? How would that have been the one that fights Leon later if Leon watched it turn into a fucking super tyrant? You idiot. That's fucking William Birkin. You know, William G. Birkin, as in the fucking G virus, card-carrying Resident Evil lore sicko, doesn't even know how fucking the Raccoon City fucking outbreak started. Doesn't fucking know how, doesn't know, can't discern fucking William Birkin from a fucking tyrant. You didn't play any of these games. Polygon is fucking infuriating. Why that matters to you becomes quickly apparent. The scene cuts to a mountain of rats. The fucking super tyrant wasn't in the city till after the outbreak. Why that matters to you becomes quickly apparent. The scene cuts to a mountain of rats devouring an infected Umbrella Soldier, and one of the furry fellas ends up in Jack's bar, where Alyssa Ashcroft and all the other playable survivors are spending a normal night. One bizarre mashup of in-game cinematics and FMV-style zombie shots later, the bar is overrun, and the fight to escape begins. The fight is mostly classic Resident Evil stuff, shooting zombies, finding keys, solving puzzles, but since Outbreak was a multiplayer game, you're cooperating with 2 other characters, AI controlled in my case, and moving across smaller maps with simpler puzzles. With 3 people and a massive amount of health restoratives at hand, you played on easy. You played on easy. Because on normal, when you played with other people, you would fight over fucking green herbs. You didn't even play the game as intended, and you're judging it. You played it on easy mode, and you're complaining about it being too easy. Outbreak offers little in the way of tension, and that small amount evaporates instantly once you realize how appallingly dense every enemy in the game is. Yeah, they're zombies, idiot. My allies for the evening were Cindy, a waitress running around sobbing "why now" at intervals, as if a zombie apocalypse might be more convenient next week, and Mark, a black police officer with whose utterances Capcom tried to out-stereotype Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. He's a black security guard. I know you don't go around those people very much. Josh? But, that's what they sound like. Communications between us and humans who would have been playing together at the time was limited to what Capcom called an ad-lib system, where you press a button and see a random line of dialogue appear. No, idiot. Most of them were gibberish. I caught one line about scoops and asses without much in between to connect the nouns, along with more than a few sentences that just didn't finish. Not that communication would have helped much. Cindy understandably had little combat prowess. Mark had a gun and the benefit of a rather concerning amount of ammunition stashed around the bar, but rarely shot anything, because the point is to conserve ammo. Mark doesn't start with a gun, he picked up the gun. Did you know that you could ask Mark to give you the gun? No, because you're an idiot that didn't play much of the game. Also, the ad-lib system says nonsense when there's nothing important to say. But when you're in a room with a key item or something like that and you hit the button, or there's something going on in the game that matters, or there's some objective to complete, the ad-lib system defaults to that. You didn't know that because you're a fucking idiot. Also, you played with AI because you did no research into this game, because if you did any fucking research, you would know that there's still an online community that's very passionate about getting the game up and running, and you could have played with them through an emulator had you taken the time to fucking set it up. And then those guys would have explained the game to you because they're extremely helpful and want as many people to love the game they love as they can possibly get to love the game they love, so they have people play it, so that they have people to fucking play it with. Off we trotted upstairs to the bar staff room, which is actually several rooms and a locker room. Roughly a dozen people evidently work at this tiny bar on a basis regular enough to justify the lockers. It's a fucking video game, idiot. You were just complaining about bland levels, and now you're complaining about the levels fucking being too complex. What the fuck is wrong with you? The action button lets you investigate, but also hide when applicable. The game has a different idea of what's applicable than you do, however. Collectibles blend into the background, so if you approach a cabinet or a bed, yes, there's a bedroom in the staff quarters, and it isn't even the owner's. Jack Bar is easily the weirdest workplace in gaming. It's a tutorial mission, you fucking idiot. The point of it was to teach you all the functions of the fucking game. So yeah, they had a bed in there to teach you that you could crawl under it. In the hopes of collecting what looks like ammo sitting on the sheets, you might end up locked in a 10-second long animation of Alyssa hiding instead. Hey, retard? Hey, retard? Items in the game are highlighted. You can clearly see what's an item or not. We somehow made it out in the end, and despite my misgivings about the whole thing, I pushed ahead, determined to see Alyssa's story. There wasn't one. Then why did you say that you got her background earlier? And just for her either, and not just for her either, the survivors are just avatars with no stakes in proceedings beyond not dying. That's a pretty big motivation, you fucking idiot. And everyone's relationship to the few nuggets of information about Umbrella's activities in the city was largely the same. Yeah, they had to make an even experience. It's a bunch of random people that don't know shit about fucking Umbrella or what's going on. So they read the info and they go, wow, that's crazy. Because most people would look at the info and go, wow, that's crazy. The level design is atmospheric, I'll give it that. Up here you said it was bland. But an essential piece of Resident Evil lore, this was not. One of the characters that's going to be in the next mainline entry that's a major plot point was in this game. And there are files all over the place that you read that have lore in them. Did you pick up any of the files? I bet you didn't. A year later, Capcom also the ad-lib system. If you're reading a file and there's a highlighted word, you hit the ad-lib thing and your character will talk about it. A year later, Capcom trotted out Resident Evil Outbreak. Oh, so you just played... You just played the tutorial mission. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, a redo of the first Outbreak that looked and functioned mostly the same with a handful of different levels. Resident Evil Outbreak 2 had the best movement system in all of old school Resident Evil. It had auto-targeting and fucking let you walk while you were aiming. It was literally a fucking game changer in tank controls. With a handful of different levels, including one where you fight zombie animals at the city zoo, but it also made an attempt at storylines. Alyssa gets the most developed one, though the disparity between hers and everyone else's is so blatant that it makes me wonder why Capcom didn't just make an Alyssa Ashcroft game. Her story is why I played, however, so I didn't think about it too much. They gave her a story idiot because she was a fan favorite in the first game. They made a second one because they were already planning on making a second one. That's why the first one came out and it was named File 1. They were developed simultaneously, like Capcom always does with their games. They started development on one, got halfway through, then broke the team off to work on the second one at the same time, and then the original team finished up the first game. Then when their game was done, they rejoined the team that had been working on the second one and finished that one. That's how Capcom has always made fucking video games. That's why when Devil May Cry 1 came out, or when Devil May Cry 2 came out, everybody was like, what the fuck is this? Because Devil May Cry 2 was made at the same time that Devil May Cry 1 was, you fucking idiot. And it turns out Capcom didn't either. For most of Outbreak File 2, Alyssa is still just another playable character in a game where personality and background have little significance. You can pick up a few tidbits of here and there that suggest she makes a habit of digging into stories no one else will. Some are throwaways, like a report about a robbery, but there's another one more relevant to her story, a newspaper cutting about Big Pharma dumping chemicals in the river where a weirdly mutated dead body washed up. Then you hit the fourth mission flashback, and that's where Alyssa's story unfolds. A friend of hers was murdered by a zombified experiment subject in the hospital the mission takes place in, and an Umbrella researcher named Greg Mueller suppressed Alyssa's memories of the incident. Now Alyssa vows to find justice for her dead friend and bring Umbrella down however she can. That's about it for a Rollin' Outbreak 2. The game putters along to its end in much the same way as its predecessor. It's annoying as hell to play with a broad story that's more concerned with the downfall of Umbrella in the city than the people trying to survive. Yeah, that was the fucking point. There's a single newspaper clipping in Resident Evil 7 where blah 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 writes... I can't anymore. Anyways, Polygon fucking sucks. They're a bunch of fucking retards. They publish this shit and everybody hates it. They fucking suck. Dude played 2 levels of the fucking game, or played 1 level of the first game, and played the second game, probably with cheats on a fucking emulator, and wondered why they didn't like it. Okay. So I fucking hate this guy. Ichikanito. This guy fucking sucks. So, Ichikanito is what I like to call an Instagram virtuoso. There is a modern genre of music, or celebrity guitarist rather, that their whole fan base is based off of them posting Instagram videos of it's sort of neo soul. Polyphia started this shit. Here, let me give you an example. I'm not going to be able to play much of it. I'll just play a little bit. And I'll leave the video off the screen. It's all shit that sounds like this. It's literally just all this shit. Probably should just looked up Tim Henson. Tim Henson started this, and I'll always blame this fucking stupid lesbian guitarist. He just looks like a lesbian ant. But he is kind of gnarly. I will give him that. Fucking. Polyphia's last album sucked fucking dick. Their fucking first album where they started playing prog fucking pop was pretty dope. Their fucking last album that they put out that they had like Steve Vai and shit on fucking sucked. That album fucking sucks, dude. It's nothing but a bunch of meandering bullshit. Like, there's no fucking theme to any of the songs. There's no fucking... It's just a bunch of fucking guitar flexing. It's just a bunch of stitched together fucking Instagram licks. It's fucking garbage. But they are absolutely super talented. I think the problem is that they just, like, fell too far down that fucking rabbit hole. And I don't know, man. It just got pretty bad. It just got pretty bad. Why are you like this, dog? You're such an asshole. There's tons of fucking people out there like this fucking shitty fucking Instagram shit. Like, there's that one fucking dude. I can't remember his name. Fucking. I bet if I just looked up, I could probably find like 10 of these guys. They're all dudes that end up playing with Tim Henson. Really, I know he did a song with him. There you go. This guy. That is not hard to do, by the way. All you do is fret something and then tap the harmonics out. It's not hard. I fucking blame Tim Henson for this. So here's a symptom of that disease. This is Ichika Nito, and I fucking hate him. I hated him because his fucking all of his shit is just soulless, and he constantly re-uploads the same shit. With like different fucking titles. Like he'll just upload the same fucking song with different titles like a million fucking times. Which now I'm curious to see. Well, I'll get to that in a second. But he does just like gay meme videos and shit like that. Like, oh, System of a Down has 60 seconds of studio time left. They give you the guitar. Like that dumb shit. When they say you can't play Metallica's One. You fucked up. See right there? Did you see that? Did you see that? He completely missed a part. So when he drops down, so he plays that first lick, his pinky doesn't land on the right string. When he switches to that tapping, that's where he should be tapping. His finger lands right there at first, and then he switches it over to the right spot, but you don't hear that. Didn't that, like, watch that whole little tapping section right there at the top, and watch it, and listen to what you're hearing, and really watch it. It doesn't match up. It's like, it doesn't look right at all. There's like a couple taps that are missing in there, like his hand cramped up or something. God, now that I fucking am paying attention to his shit, like, bro, he's so fake. It's fucking hilarious. He's so fucking fake. Just pick anything. Here you go. Look, I'm a wacky Japanese guy. Please watch me, weebs. He wears all that shit because he's kind of fat. Where's that tap? He always fucks up on the taps. It's really funny, dude. No, that's not what I didn't start typing. Imagine faking guitar playing so people think, like, believe that you play anime intros. Like, such a catchy melody, you could almost hum along. He's wearing the turtleneck.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can refer to me as a guitar god now, because that was some virtuoso playing I just did, and it was completely 100% fake. And And if you look in my recording software, you'll see that I've punched in all of these sections separately. Because I did a decent job of miming, you may not have realized that that was fake. And Ichika Nito relies on this, and I'm going to prove it. Back in 2019, Ichika started his career on YouTube, and this is the second video he ever posted. As you can see, with its 11 million views, it successfully went viral. Let's check it out. At 10 seconds there, that didn't really make sense. We heard this big strum and this big slide. It was like, boing. But yet we barely see Ichika slide his hand up, and he barely strums at all. So we know for sure that this clip is pre-recorded and mimed along to. But this is one of his first videos, right? He surely wouldn't base his whole career off of miming. At the time of recording this video, this is Ichika's newest video on his channel. Wait, at 13 seconds here, when he plays this chord, we're hearing vibrato in the audio, but we don't actually see Ichika visually doing any vibrato. At 31 seconds here, he lets go of this low note, but in the audio, we still hear it sustaining. And no, this is not reverb, because if it was just a really loud reverb that we were hearing the tail of, each of the low notes would rub into each other and they would collide with each other and it would sound gross. At 35 seconds in this section, notice how his fretting hand lets go of the chord completely, but in the audio, we still hear the chord sustaining. At 46 seconds here, his tapping finger is actually landing in between two different strings. Look, he missed the string he was intending to hit, but of course in the audio it sounds flawless. And then again at 55 seconds here, he lets go of this low note, yet we still hear it sustaining in the audio. So wow, it looks like his miming has actually gotten worse over the years. But I did just look at 2 clips, so I guess it could be a coincidence that, just those 2 are miming, but the rest of his clips are actually real live audio.
This video is fucking like...
At 2 seconds,
bro, it's literally like 30 minutes of him faking guitar. It's fucking hilarious, dude.
At 47 seconds here, in the audio, this tapped note sustains longer than visually we actually see him hold it.
I wondered where Jacoba Records was, because he hadn't posted a bunch of videos in a while.
At 20 seconds, we hear a bunch of vibrato.
I'm glad to see the nigga was cooking.
We don't see him play vibrato at all. Subscribe. Here you can see he's pushed the low string above the fretboard, and that would make an awful sound. Let me give you an example. Here at 22 seconds, we hear a loud strum, but he barely touches the strings with his strumming hand. Now,
yeah,
he lets
you'd have
go
to
of
smack the
all
fuck
these
out of the
different
strings
notes
to get
that
that.
he's holding with this chord, but we hear them sustained in the audio. Now, you may be watching this and thinking, that looks sped up. And there's an inherent issue with claiming videos to be sped up. You see, most YouTube videos are at 24 frames per second, and that's the same frame rate that movies are filmed at. But check this out. The shutter speed for movies determines the amount of motion blur, and it's usually set here at 1/50th. Notice how my hand has like a little bit of motion blur. But let's check out what happens when I speed up that shutter speed. Notice how there's way less motion blur and it almost looks like the video is sped up. So because of this, it makes it really difficult to accurately determine if a video has actually been slightly sped up or not. So I'm not even going to entertain this argument because here's the thing. I've got him on so many more obvious mistakes. Here at 18 seconds, this finger tap he does is severely bent, but we don't hear the note bent in the audio. At 49 seconds, in the audio, we hear the low string get muted, but visually, we can still see the low string ringing out. Ichika never mutes it. Here at 20 seconds, we see him bend the entire chord, but in the audio, we don't hear any notes bend. Once again, he lets go of the low note, but we hear the low note continue to sustain. This is the hardest part of the bass solo, and it's hard because of the strumming hand. So what does Ichika do? He zooms in the camera a little bit so you can't see his strumming hand. Now, I know that some of you are going to roast me for how I'm saying Ichika, but you know what? I've done my research. So don't even Marcin.
Listen, I know Marcin pronounced his name Marcin in that in the Diodario interview. His name's pronounced Marcin. It's a little embarrassing that he doesn't know that.
Ah!
It's a little embarrassing that you think the guy's name is pronounced the way it was in that one video where he pronounced his name that way. It's a little embarrassing you don't know that. You don't have to fucking shut the fuck up, you fag.
I said don't. Now this low string right here on the second strum, visually it gets
Spirit
muted. Watch him visually mute it.
Autistically amazing.
But in the
Bro, it's 30 minutes of this, of him, because all the other people, nobody really gives a shit about that he's done. Like, there are fans and stuff, but most of those people, like, they would see that shit and then just be fucking, they would immediately go, okay, that's gay. But with Ichika, and you can see this in the comments of his videos because everybody is going through his videos and just time-stamping them and pointing out mistakes and fuck-ups now. And all of his fans are going, yeah, well, like, what does it matter that he's not, it's either he's not miming, he actually played it, and it's not miming because he is actually playing it and can play it, which is retarded because that's not what miming means. Or the other one is, who cares if he's miming it? He still composed it. So, if he only would have put like 2 or 3 videos in, fucking people would have been like, oh yeah, he made a mistake in 1 or 2 videos and fucking whatever. All his other stuff is real. So this dude went autistic with it.
audio, you hear it ring out. Ichika, you bent that note up, but we don't hear any bend in the audio. Turn on notifications. Okay, this is an interesting one. Pay attention to his A string here, the second one from the top. He strums it open twice in a row, so it should play the same note. Yet we hear that the first time he strums it open, it plays a higher note, and the second time it plays the lower note. Once again, here at 7 seconds, in the audio we hear this low note continue to sustain after he visually lets it go. Are you starting to see the patterns? Check out this weird fret buzzing that sounds like it's been stretched out.
Bro,
And
wash
it's
your
most
fucking
likely
hair.
from crossfading 2 separate takes together. Here at 30 seconds, we see him play that high note, but not hold it out, and instead switch to the next chord. But in the audio, of course, we hear that high note being held out. Okay, for this one, he just didn't reach the chord in time. Like, we hear it, the chord strummed in the audio, and he hasn't gotten there yet. All right, check out this high note that he plays. In the audio, we actually hear some vibrato, but when he's playing it, he doesn't vibrato at all. Okay, right here, we hear that he slides up and then he holds. Whatever note he slid up to, he held onto that note and let it sustain. But in the video, we just see him slide up and then let go.
Hey, St. Vexplos bought 25 beers. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, what the fuck is that? He didn't even try.
Right at 7 seconds, his pinky is on fret 16, and he quickly moves it to fret 15, where it's supposed to be. But in the audio, we don't hear that mistake. All right, so here's a weird one. Right here at 16 seconds, we hear the low E string crescendo from a soft strum to a hard strum. But we see Ichika do the opposite. He strums the first note hard and then accidentally mutes the string and barely touches it afterwards. Here's another interesting one. We'd see him actually tap fret 19, and then he plays fret 17, and then we hear fret 16, and then it goes back to 17, right? So that melody, check it out. Did you notice how we never saw him actually play fret 16? All right, notice visually here at 6 seconds, he's bending that low E string, but this is a mistake, not intentional. We can tell because in the audio, we don't hear that bent note at all. All right, so he's in a different tuning, and this is a 22 fret guitar. So he's maxing it out, going at the very highest fret on his guitar, and he's playing that same note over and over again. But one time, notice how he actually taps above the 22nd fret into the non-existent 23rd fret, and it would sound like this. There's no note to hit. But in the audio, of course, we just hear that same 22nd fret instead of a dead note.
How did you even do that? This guy, he actually kind of sucks at guitar.
Here at 24 seconds, in the audio, we hear this big strum with all the strings strummed at once. But visually, we don't see this at all.
Yeah, he hit
Let's talk
two
about
notes.
vibrato for a second. Now, guitarists that are good at vibrato will typically bend the note equal amounts up and down. And they will also typically do this within the same rhythm as the song to match, the tempo. And guitarists, like with this level of control, are ones like Brandon Ellis. Or the GOAT, Wes Hauck. Guitarists that suck at vibrato will
Wes Hauck rules, dog.
violently shake their strings in an attempt to vibrato. That reminds me of something. The good old Post Malone vibrato. Ah, look at his pinky. It's pushing down fret 16, and then he slides it down to fret 15.
I like how he threw in that little shot there. Like, haha, also you suck at bending.
But in the audio, we don't hear him hit fret 16 at all. We just hear the fret 15. Here at 26 seconds, Ichika bends and holds this note for a quick second before letting it go. We hear that note held out longer in the audio. Join my Discord server, link in the description.
God damn it, why did you have to be a pedophile?
So after he does that little tapping run, notice how in the audio that very last tapped note has vibrato on it. But visually, we don't see him do any vibrato. So right here, he's got the low string muted, and when it's strummed, it can't sustain because it's muted. But in the audio, we hear it sustained. So right when he does this chord change, notice how his pinky goes too high. He goes above fret 12 and hits 13 on accident, and then quickly goes down to 12. And also his middle finger, look at how it like stutters on the fret. It kind of like pushes it up for a second, lets go, and then grabs it again. But in the audio, of course, we don't hear any of this. But this does explain why his live venue performances, we hear all of these out-of-tune notes. And this is not an uncommon problem with novice guitar players. Look at how much his hands are shaking right here. Now, it could be that he's nervous with the camera recording him, but at this point, he will have made hundreds of videos in the past 4 years. So I don't think it's being nervous.
Imagine playing guitar for 4 years and only getting better at fucking pretending to play guitar.
I think he's attempting to play something.
Is he even really Japanese? No.
Far outside of his skill level. Which begs the question, what is his real skill level? Ichika performed live at NAMM in 2022. Are you noticing how much simpler this playing is than his YouTube videos? Now, I know what you're thinking, that was pretty fast and impressive. But realistically, seriously, this is not that challenging. I'll show you. And to do that, I mean, you're just barring, and then you're literally just alternating between your right hand, tapping this one note really easily. Sorry, your left hand, because I'm left-handed. And then the other hand is just doing that.
Fucking heathen. Fucking heathen left-hand guitarist.
It's actually really simple. And wait a second, he's sponsored by Ibanez. Surely they wouldn't sponsor somebody who's faking their virtuosity. Ibanez is a huge corporation. You know what huge corporations care about? Money. You know what they don't care about? Morality. Next question.
Fucking idiot.
Notice how he plays fret 10, then open on that low string. Then he plays fret 10 on the A string. And then in the audio, we hear him go back to fret 10 on the low string. But if you notice his fretting hand here, he just completely misses that note. He's like below the string. And then there's another mistake here at 43 seconds. Notice how right where there's a big strum of all the strings, there's a camera cut. And even with the camera cut, Ichika doesn't do this big strum of all the strings. Is he hitting fret 9 or 10? Regardless, bad fretting like that would not sound good. Notice how when you're right on the edge of the fret, it sounds really gross. Get that weird, nasty buzzing, but the audio sounds flawless.
Alright, you
And
get
then
the
over
point.
here at 13...
Fake guitarists are fake guitarists. If you see somebody playing on fucking Instagram, they're probably fake. So many people are fucking fake now, dog. It's wild. Even like huge names that get millions of views, fake as fuck.
After shutting down a car meet packed with reckless drivers, police chase down this drag racer, who completely falls apart once he realizes
in the parking lot. They're going to be south of the main road, and all of the drag racers are going to be on the main road, and then they're going to be starting over by the guitar.
384 to Metro 1. We're looking at a white Chrysler, like a charcoal gray Camaro.
I do have a couple of vehicles drag racing. I got 2 pickup trucks setting up right now to race, and they're starting their race now.
Maintain 9,000 IDS6. 303. Yeah, if you want to start creeping up here, let me know when you're at the bottom of the hill on University.
I got a white Chrysler with a yellow 26.
I
It's gonna be
mean,
next
they're
to
in a parking
blue
lot. Is this
Camaro
really
with
that
a
big a
temp tag
deal?
in the back upper left window. I can't read the temp tag, and I can't read the plate on the white Chrysler. I do have possibly a silver Chrysler right next to it, and there are 2 other white cars. Looks like one's going to be a Honda, one's going to be a Dodge with a black roof. The other is going to be a pickup truck.
rather than chasing every driver individually, officers coordinate to focus on the owner of a white Chrysler, who was seen racing and doing donuts in the parking lot.
Honestly, I say just pick one, go in for a 54. If they flee, call out the description and DOT for Metro 1 to take it.
All vehicles are coming out the main entrance.
White Chrysler is taking off at a high rate of speed.
Man, that sucks. They just picked you, dog.
All vehicles are leaving. All vehicles are going eastbound on the main road. I've got eyes on the Chrysler.
Metro 1's got the eye on the white Chrysler. He was going into oncoming lanes.
Black Dodge is leaving extremely high rate of speed.
Northbound in the number 1 lane.
You're headed towards
I'm trying to catch up with
Front row.
All vehicles are coming out the main entrance.
No, I think it's public parking.
We're behind that gray.
Of some sort or somewhere.
White Chrysler is taking off at a high rate of speed. Sirens and lights are active, failing to yield.
Alright, White Chrysler is going to be the target vehicle. Metro 1, it's all yours if you still have eyes on it, sir.
Mexico Boy, Zebra, Lincoln.
Passing a marked unit. Number 1 lane is still continuing over the bridge.
Metro 1's got the eye on the White Chrysler. He was going into oncoming lanes.
We do have reckless driving and actually he almost hit a red Mustang on the way out. He's doing the speed limit now. Do you want to attempt the 54 units are about 150 to 200 yards out from him? Metro 1 crossing 21 center line, west side.
Damn, this is like Terminator shit, dog.
BPM at that light on Rio Bravo and University.
Approaching the intersection now.
I pulled out on the wrong area, but there's also a negative 26 Black Dodge Charger at 39th Street. Metro 1.
Looks like he's gonna. Oh, nope, he just shot back over to make the westbound turn onto Rio Bravo. Westbound turn in the number 2 lane. He just jumped and cut the corner. Now westbound Rio Bravo in the number 2 lane. Was in oncoming lanes of travel on San Jose for a little bit. No other vehicles in the area. He's at San Jose and William now.
Oh my god, I got away, thank god.
And he just ran the red light, or I'm sorry, the stop sign. He's northbound to
Bro, the fucking,
through Clifton, northbound William.
the overlay is wild.
Through turn.
Like, it gives you addresses and
he
shit,
just ran the
dog.
red light, or I'm sorry, the stop sign. He's northbound.
It's at a black Charger No 26 that we might be able to pick up again.
After giving chase for nearly 7 minutes, the suspect turns into a dead-end street,
That
where
wasn't a good
officers are
move.
finally able to confront him.
Not to your guys' left right there.
Don't move! Keep your hands up! Don't move!
They're going for a takedown. 10 right here.
Put your hands up! Don't move!
Get up! Get move!
Open the fucking door!
Wait a second. Uno momento. Instagram. God damn it. I don't want an Instagram. My dude showing off his Volvo. Hold on. I don't think this is him. I don't think the account exists anymore. Boo 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 boo. Oh, hold on. There we go. Copy that. Paste that. No results. Okay, they deleted their Instagram. Probably a good idea. It was body cam.
Open the fucking door! I am. Get out! Undo your seatbelt, get out of the fucking car! Get out of here! I'm getting my phone, please! Get over here! Get on the phone now! Oh, that's right! No, stop resisting! That's pushed underneath my name. Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Why are you why are you following me? Because of the crime, sir.
Do you have any weapons on you? No, it's just a gun underneath my name. What? It's just a gun underneath my name. Where's your gun? It's in the car. Oh. Come on here. Oh. Mama, please.
Bro, what are you, black? Come on now.
Please. Please. You gonna listen? Shit myself.
Oh, no. You're not going to be popular in jail. Yeah, also, that was pretty funny. I don't have any weapons, but I have a gun.
I just have my vapes and stuff.
You're not getting your vapes.
I have a beer, but it's not open. I wasn't drinking. Please.
Have a seat.
Please.
Have a seat.
Okay. Please.
Have a seat.
Oh, you had to sit in it. Oh.
Is he in this car? Step out. Oh, stop crying, mijito.
For those of you who don't know, that means baby boy. Like, that's what you would say to, like, a toddler. Oy, mijito.
I have a disability.
Well, you shouldn't be driving.
I was driving for a friend.
Why are you so sad?
Because.
But you can, if you have a disability, then why are you driving like that?
I don't know.
Causing harm to other civilians on
I don't know. I'm disabled.
the roadway.
Scared of my own.
You could have just pulled over and we could have talked. But you caused this whole thing. Okay? So let's be an adult about it.
Hey, do you have a driver's license on you, bro? Where is it?
It's my pocket.
Which pocket?
This one.
This
My
one?
vape. Yeah.
Do you have any injuries on you?
You know how pissed off you would be, a cop would be, if like they caught you doing donuts in like a parking lot or some shit, and they had like 5 cars ready to chase your ass, and you just pulled over and were polite about it. We're like, yeah, we were having fun. We won't do it again. He'd be so fucking angry. Like, fucking goddamn, you always run. You're supposed to run. Back in the car and flee right now.
Just your finger.
I think that's
Okay.
about it.
All right.
Just giving you weird ass commands like put the car in drive. Start the car, put it in drive.
When you're done, I'll
Unbuckle your seatbelt.
Okay. Look at me. Straight.
Don't go in there, that shit in that pocket.
Oh, you know what? Come over here. The sun's flip positions. Sun's bad. Okay, turn that way. Face my unit. No, like your whole body. Hey, stop that. Stop crying.
Aw.
Okay, face the houses. Okay, look at me. Are you asking for your mom?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
22.
Look at me straight.
I'm 22.
You have any marks or anything on your face? Okay, you got any other injuries on you?
Oh, that's it.
Why are you crying?
Because I want to go with my mom.
You want to go with your mom?
This guy is absolutely autistic.
Well, you're going to jail.
No, please. I never been in trouble.
That is some funny shit. Oh, you want to call your mom? Why do you want to call your mom? Oh, but you're going to jail. What a fucking asshole cop.
Because I want to go with my mom.
You want to go with your mom?
Yes.
Well, you're going to jail.
No, please. I never been
Please.
in trouble. I don't like to get in trouble.
You shouldn't have run.
I was trying to stop too, but I don't want no
gonna
other cars to hit
We're
me.
going to ask some questions.
That's
okay?
retarded.
Just take a seat in
No.
there, okay?
You're not disabled enough
Take a
to
seat
not
in there, okay?
to fucking lie.
wants his
You're
mom.
not disabled enough to not go to jail.
Fernando. Can you
Stop.
Calm
This is
down,
making
man.
me uncomfortable.
Can you
I don't like when grown men cry around me. It makes me want to hit things.
Okay.
Like grown men that
I'm gonna
cry.
read this to you, okay,
Fuck
before we go any further,
yeah.
okay? You have the right to remain silent. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the state of New Mexico free of charge before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time to talk to an attorney. You understand these issues I've explained to you?
Yes.
Okay, with these rights in mind, do you want to speak to me?
No, I just want my mom.
You don't want to speak to me?
I want my mom.
Okay, so if
I
you don't
don't
want
want
to speak to
to
me,
go. I don't want
if you
to.
want to, if you don't want to speak to me, that's fine. That's well within your right. But as of right now, you are under arrest for aggravated fleeing law enforcement officers. Okay?
Man, this cop didn't even try. They all kind of feel bad because you could tell this guy's retarded. Like, he's a little retarded.
Racing at the sled amphitheater. Okay? So go ahead and put. Is this your?
Can I call my mom then?
No, you got to put your feet in the car. Okay?
Why can I call my
come on
mom?
out. We gotta search you real quick. Look out.
I didn't want to, like, feel too
you're
much
not
in
gonna
there. He's got
allow your
shit in
mom
his
today, okay?
pants.
Why?
Because you're an adult.
I need her. I have disability.
That's what you do, dog. You hide your coke under your balls and then you shit your pants. Oh my god, that would be so funny. You got a bag of weed in your fucking underwear that you just shit your pants. Don't worry, baby, I got a plan. Oh my god. Fucking, or like you get strip searched at the jail and you just shit in their fucking hand, like right in their glove. That nigga got the dookie Glock. Oh, fuck.
You guys just threw me to the floor! Yeah, well, that was the reason why I know be annotated as such in the first report, okay? But as of right now, you are under arrest, okay? That's my friend's car! Well, it's gonna get towed. Have a seat. My mom!
She's not in the car, dude. She can't hear you.
So I can tell them, stop calling me?
Nope.
Stop. Well, can you answer so I can tell them, stop calling me?
Nope.
I couldn't understand what he said.
You stand up.
Shitty, bro.
You shit yourself?
I shitted, bro.
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Bro, I
Do you
shitted.
have shorts under?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, you have to take your shorts off at least. So go in the bathroom and clean up yourself.
Too much shit.
One pair. You can either keep your shorts or your pants.
I'm gonna keep my shorts.
You want to keep your shorts? Take off your pants.
You're a retard, bro. You obviously never been to jail. It's cold in that motherfucker.
In there, dude.
In there. Nobody wants you to get shit all over the place. What are you doing? I shitted on myself.
Up with the MDC, you could ask for one. Go ahead and turn around. Let me see this. Right. You guys ready, brother? Yep. Let's go over there. Yellow box right there, and you're gonna face to your right.
The suspect was charged with resisting arrest, eluding an officer, and multiple counts of reckless driving. According to New Mexico court records, the suspect pleaded not guilty by reason of mental illness, and the case is still pending trial. If you enjoyed this video, please...
Alright. Depending on how long this is for, I might do it tomorrow at 8. Oh, it's music, dude. I can't do it because I'm live on YouTube, too. I'll, like, do it tomorrow, and I'll go premium and then end with it. How about that, buddy? I'll put it in the show prep right now. Because I trust your music fucking suggestions now. Absolutely, 100%. But I'm going to turn it over to Mersh. He should be fucking live by now. If he's not, I'm going to be upset with him. There we go. There we go. He's on with Till. So let me do this number. There we go. He's on with Till. So let me do this number. All right. There we go. Confirm raid. I should be on at 8. Things have been a little wonky for me, but I should be on at 8. No, thank you guys. You're great.